Are you listening?
Welcome to the Real and Real Pod. My name is David, and I am here with my special guest and OG co-host, the original
OG
Eve.
Oh, you messed it up.
Well, no, you messed it up, Eve.
You
You
do it again. Do it again.
No.
Do it again.
Here's Eve. Anyway, hi, Eve.
What's poppin' with you all? What's going on, homie? What's up? There were so many different levels in that.
You didn't know what you wanted to say, so you said them all. But anyway, have you ever watched a movie and thought to yourself, hey, what if this happened in real life? That's what this show is about. So, Eve, can you tell us what today's question is?
Today's question is, what if giant monsters were real?
For thousands of years, these creatures have remained in hiding around the world. And unless all the Titans are found, our planet will perish, and so will we.
Members of the cryptozoological agency Monarch face off against a battery of god-sized monsters, including the mighty Godzilla, who collides with Mothra, Rodan, and his ultimate nemesis, the three-headed king Ghidorah. If I pronounce any of those wrong, I'm sorry. When these ancient super species thought to be mere myths rise again, they all vie for supremacy, leaving humanity's very existence hanging in the balance. Do you want to see this movie?
Yes, actually. Looking at the previews, it looks just spectacular in terms of the monster. What am I looking for? The monster quality.
The CGI?
Whatever it might be.
The cinematography?
The cinematography
Visuals.
of the visuals of the monsters look phenomenal. So, yes, I'm excited. What about you, David?
I am looking forward to this one. I heard it's awesome. I know somebody who saw it last year. They thought it was good. So they were like, it's pretty good. So
how did they get to see it last year?
They're in LA and it was an early screening.
Oh, look at them.
Yep. Fancy people.
Fancy.
Yep. So I want to be like those people and see them early, but I can't. So I'll be forced to see it with the normal public. And I hope it's a fun time.
Commoners.
Yep, commoners. Below me. Peasants. But anyway, moving on. Eve.
Yes.
What is your first point if giant monsters were real?
Well, let me tell you.
That you got the questions wrong?
No. I think I'm right on the money. And no one asked you.
I didn't say anything. I was clearing my throat.
Is that what that was?
Yep.
Interesting. My first point is, if giant monsters were real, they would be the world's best babysitters. Or
Wait, back up. How?
Okay, imagine. So when you leave your child with someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
More times out of not, you leave them with someone, they don't parent them like you would. And I mean that more on the disciplinary side.
Gotcha.
Let them just run rampant.
Uh-huh.
But these babysitters, not only are they protectors, okay, but they're disciplinary, all right? They're bringing down the scales or the claws or whatever it is that they have. I would have said hammer.
I think they would kill the baby.
No.
How would they not crush the baby accidentally?
They understand.
I don't think they do.
It's just like
I said accidentally, not like they were doing it on purpose, but you're trying to change the diaper of a child and you just accidentally sneeze.
We have to do. There are
and
definitely
your claw
things
smacks the baby
we have
in the
to
face.
do that before. Like there's no feeding. There's food already left in the microwave
For the baby?
Yes. We change the diapers.
How would they heat it up?
No, they can grab it. They can. In this day and age, the technology that is available.
The baby can grab it?
No. The robot, the robot assistant to the home, is grabbing.
There's a robot now?
There's a robot. There are monsters. Yes, there's a robot.
These are giant creatures. How did the robot get into this?
Oh, the robot is a part of the household. Every household has a standard robot.
What?
Yes.
So monsters are real.
Yes.
Because of this, we have robots.
Yes, home robots.
Home robots.
Mm-hmm.
To
Home
assist
assistant.
the
It's like
monster.
an OK Google,
Okay,
but a robot.
But what does that have to do with the monsters? How
well,
do we
you
get here?
asked how would the child get their diaper changed, and
Yes.
I'm letting you know that they'll be facilitating with the robot.
What does
Ooh,
that have to do with the monsters?
The monster is the babysitter.
And he brings a robot, or she brings a robot.
No. The robots, it's like, okay, Google. It's like, okay, robot, you know?
Okay, so the monster's saying, okay, robot, do this.
Right.
'Cause
Okay,
they
robot.
can apparently talk.
Bring me the bottle.
Yeah. They're going to feed the baby?
I don't know why we're looking at the logistics of all of this. Okay. If there were giant monsters, they would have their own babysitting agency is the point, okay? Because they would protect that baby to no end, you know, the children, the family, whatever. And yeah. What's your point?
Oh, okay. You're just quickly moving on.
You're just asking so many questions, you know? One question.
Okay, did you see Mortal Engines? I'm sorry.
Mortal Engines?
Yeah, Mortal Engines. Did you see that movie?
I have no idea even what that is.
Okay, so Mortal Engines is a horrible movie where people were in mobile cities. Okay, imagine Atlanta, but it's a mobile city, so it's wheels underneath it, and we just move around. It's metal. Okay, that's how it was. So it was a bad movie. Don't go see it. But the part about the mobile portion was very entertaining. But that's what it'll be, so we don't get crushed by the monsters. So we're always moving, because Godzilla's a large fella, okay? He'll crush every little city he walks through, you know, and your little children, you know, you can't walk that fast.
You know, I realized that I'm thinking from a much more positive standpoint with these monsters inhabiting our world.
Yours definitely crushed a baby.
It didn't crush anything. It protected. It's babysitting.
Where is it standing during this? Why? If you live in a standard home, let's say you live in a standard home.
Okay.
Where would Godzilla stand in order to not crush every other home in its vicinity?
See, I understand your confusion. See, what you didn't realize. Now, yes, there are not only robots and giant monsters, okay, in this world.
Gotcha.
But now with their homes, they would stand outside because the roof of the home comes off. Okay, so when you open up the roof, you can open up the next layer of the house level, depending on what level.
Yes. Still not answering the question. Where will they stand?
Outside.
Again.
Because they're opening the
house.
I
got all that part. Where will they stand to not crush another house?
In the backyard.
Your backyard?
Yes.
How big is your backyard?
I think your backyard could fit a Godzilla.
No, it can't.
The feet of a Godzilla? Yes.
The toe of a Godzilla? It could fit the Godzilla from the Matthew Broderick Godzilla from like whatever 2000, whatever year that was. That one ain't as big because it could walk down the street. This one covers blocks.
Okay.
No.
Well,
that's
now housing has to change a little bit.
Exactly. Back to my points. That's what my point is. We would all be in mobile, basically a city, so we wouldn't get crushed.
Exactly, because you're moving around. Exactly.
No, don't try to
look
take
at that. Look how that worked together. You saw that? You saw that? That was good. You didn't even do it on purpose. I'm proud of you.
What is your next point?
Well, my next point is even better. Okay.
Oh, is it? Is it more logical?
Yes. Okay. So, if giant monsters were real, you're making me nervous. Okay, just calm down. Okay, so if giant monsters were real, we would start to utilize them as school buses for children. Clearly, well, kids, whoever. Yes.
Why not normal buses?
I said school buses, again, protecting the children.
You really care about kids nowadays?
I feel like they would.
The monsters?
Yes.
Because of the trailer?
Sure.
I'm just saying because that's a child.
It's something supposedly about small and big. They just kind of counteract each other.
They gravitate towards the tiny humans.
Exactly.
Because they think they need protection.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Okay.
So yeah. So now you just riding that 3-headed thing to school. The 3-headed.
How far away is your school?
I mean, not
be
far.
Like one flap and you'd be at
boom.
School.
There you go.
Or why would they fly? They just pick you up and just reach over. Yeah, reach over.
Reach over into the next subdivision.
Wherever they need to be.
Possibly.
Why wouldn't you still use the bus though? Because they can pick up the bus.
I said they would be utilized. I didn't say school buses would not exist.
Question.
Because there are some people who might be a little hesitant, in the beginning.
Everyone.
No, I'd be on that dragon. I'd be ready. I'd be so ready.
Question, because I thought of this today.
Okay.
Why? I understand that there are not seatbelts inside a school bus. It's a little bit of a random tangent. Do you know why? They say it's safer, but I can't comprehend why it is safer to not have seatbelts in a school bus. Is it not the same as a car, but bigger? and with more people inside.
This is true. There's such much if that bus tilts over,
You just
everybody
fly.
rolls
Everyone's
with
flying.
it.
We've seen it all in many movies. But even like regular buses don't have seatbelts, but yet charter buses do. So I don't understand what's the difference between buses and why certain buses do have seatbelts and other ones don't. How is it safer that a body flies in me versus nothing and I just flip around? I can't comprehend it. Unless they're saying kids just have book bags and their book bags are dangerous. I don't get it.
So,
We
why.
looked it up. Yes, please.
Google. Okay.
Yes, Google. Tell us.
7 reasons why there is
Wow. Thought
No.
there'd be one simple one, but okay.
1, it is not required by federal law.
That's not a reason. Wait a second. That is not a reason, guys. Oh, why doesn't it have that? It's not required. So
Not required. Only vehicles under 10,000 pounds, which makes me think, well, how much does a bus weigh? Under 10,000 pounds are required to have seatbelts installed.
still not a reason.
Next, it is hard to enforce
Still not a reason.
because imagine a bus driver
Still
having to
not
make
a
sure
reason. What's the
every
reason?
child has that seatbelt
These are
on.
all just like, oh, it's that way because we just gave up. What is the reason?
Oh, they have alternative safety methods
Like-
for the front of the seat, I assume.
That piece of cloth that has metal in underneath it?
Right? Oh my goodness. Did you ever slam into that?
Yes!
Oh my God. Mr. What was his name? What was his name? Mr. Phil? Oh man, what was his name?
Fielding.
Building. Oh my goodness. Man, he made sure that bus was always clean. No seatbelt equals easier evacuation.
That's not an answer. None of these are good answers.
And buses are safer than other vehicles.
Why? That's the whole point. I want to know why.
Oh, and then buses also travel locally. Very few buses ever travel on the highway.
What does that have to do with seatbelts?
I don't know.
Neither.
I guess because they're not speeding, they're not really ever going. Even though
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen some school
I've
buses.
seen them.
I've seen some
I've seen some
flying.
buses like zooming. I'm like, they don't have the sign that says "baby on board" or "kids on
Right.
board." They don't
None.
care. But yes, where were we? Shh, I'm recording the thing. Okay, shh, I gotta record this thing. Hey guys, so I know what you're thinking. I love the show, but how can I convey how much I adore it? That's easy. Just head over to patreon.com/realandrealpod. That's REELINREALPOD. You can donate $1 to show your support. You'll get some cool stuff in return. It's a thank you from us. You even get a shout out on the show. But what if you don't have an extra $1? And what if you don't love us enough to steal from your great grandma while she's sleeping? Well, you can go to iTunes and give us a rating. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, or just tell all of your neighbors, friends, enemies, and that one weird guy down the street about the show. We appreciate any support. If you're a company that wants us to advertise your product, you can contact us at realandrealpod@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the show. We'd clone animals.
Why?
Monsters gotta eat. What, they gonna eat all our food?
Oh my God. That is.
So you gotta clone animals. You gotta feed them some way. They're not, what's the thing with herbivores? Whatever, the ones that eat plants.
See, I feel like.
Plantivores, whatever.
You know, when you think about it, right? Monsters. Like, what does that diet look like? They tell us it's meat, but you rarely ever see them eat it.
In
the
monster
movie.
movies, the only time I've seen them eat.
Is Jurassic Park.
Oh snap! I forgot about Jurassic Park.
Right.
When
they bite the people.
I don't count that as eating. I count that as just attacking.
I say,
Does it count
if
as
you-
eating?
You have to swallow some of that blood.
No. Not like, I'm saying like
You mean like bone and everything? Just one.
No. I mean like, okay, you don't remember the first Godzilla, but they fed her fish, right?
Okay.
So she was eating fish. And it was like, okay, this is food that she's eating.
Mm-hmm.
I consider like the ones that you see in Jurassic Park and
Right.
Jurassic World, they're just attacking humans to attack them. I don't know if they're eating them to eat them.
Well, see, I say you're not gonna attack. Like, I'm not.
Goats.
Goats could be good.
Animals, exactly.
Yes, I love. That was a good point.
That
'cause
was,
they
no,
do
I'm just
need
saying
to
that
eat.
was in a movie. They had a goat in
Oh.
one and they ate a goat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did eat a goat.
Yep.
But no, if you have to, like, as a vampire,
What?
as
What? How did we? What?
this is why I don't go out with you at nighttime. But no,
What? Are you calling me a vampire?
No, I was calling myself one.
Oh.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm thinking. When it comes to, if you attack it and attack it by mouth, then I assume you eat it. There's no way you're just going to bite down on something.
No, I'm not saying you don't eat it. Yes,
Right.
they're eating the people. I agree. I'm saying, what did they eat on a consistent basis before people came into the diet? Like, what are they out there eating? They must be eating other animals.
Each other.
No. Godzilla
No,
ain't eating
I
another
think-
Godzilla.
Nah, I think they get hungry enough. They don't care.
They got to eat other animals.
They're themselves. They're going to
No,
eat
not
their other
themselves.
companions.
Other animals.
If they can't find other animals, then they're going to
How
turn to
can they
each
not
other.
find a giraffe or a bear just all in the city?
Hey, you never know. Giraffes, they understand. They're like, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying?
Or elephants. Something like that, Something big. They can eat that.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting fight between
Oh
them.
my gosh, that would be such
That would be
a good shot in the movie. You should
It
show
would be.
Godzilla eating an elephant. It would be
I was
nothing.
thinking about fighting and then eating, but
How would it fight an elephant?
an elephant would try to fight back.
And do what? Have you seen how big these things are? They're the size of skyscrapers. They're bigger than skyscrapers. What's the elephant go? Bam! Like what is this tusk gonna do?
This
Feels
is
like a
true.
little splinter.
This is true. He probably would run away.
Yes, he would.
That would be their instinct. Like, nope, not today.
That's like if I understand if you had again the Godzilla from whatever year that was 2000 or whatever it was, I can't remember. That one is
The T-Rex size one.
slightly shorter than the skyscrapers, sometimes as big as the skyscrapers. The new one is like 3 to 4 skyscrapers over all of the city. Like you
I
can
really
see
need to
it.
see these
can see
monsters
it from miles
up
away.
against these buildings here, because
We need good
I know they
scale
were
ratio.
right. I saw they were massive, but I feel like the way you're
No,
describing
they're
them,
humongous.
I don't think they're that big.
They are.
but they're gentle creatures.
No, they are not.
They just are misunderstood.
No, they are not. What is
Misunderstood.
your last point?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You don't have to have one.
For real?
For real.
Oh, is that how it is now?
For you.
Oh. No, then I have to have one.
What? Because I say you don't? No,
Yeah.
I can pull it out. I can
Right.
bring one on home.
Just gonna bring it on down.
Bring it on home.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
So you guys know, because I don't want to go back and edit this out. So you guys know, this is basically this was like a last minute because we needed another episode and Eve decided to step on in here. We wanted to come on the show much more, but she's always so busy with many of photo shoots and living life and consulting people and being the creative mind she is. So that's why we don't get her much on the show. But anyway, moving on.
point.
Your point that you just created in your mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Would be, this is gonna be dumb,
I know.
is that if giant monsters were real, I love how I keep stating the question.
I like it too.
before
You
I say
forgot
it.
that you did that a lot.
Did I?
Yes, you always said it again.
Oh.
As if to give your statement more validity. It didn't, but you just as if they were like, Eve, what is the square root of this? You're like, yes. So the square root. And you just throw it out there as if you were just something else was going to pop up in your
Right.
mind. So tell me, what is your...
Ooh, I had another point, but that one, I didn't like that one, but I just thought of another one. This is going to be lit. This
Okay.
is good. This is good.
What you got?
And this is way more my speed.
Got-
So, it's not positive. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, death.
Yes. So, if giant monsters were real, there would be... Okay, so dog fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's dumb. I just realized what I was about to say.
Monster fighting?
No, human fighting. There would be the
For
monsters would capture all the humans.
And make them fight.
Exactly. to
Like
the death.
MMA?
I'm thinking like Roman style. Roman times, the
For
gladiator.
enjoyment?
For enjoyment, whoever doesn't die doesn't get eaten, and then enslaves the entire human race.
Okay.
Yep.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yep.
Violent.
Expected.
Yeah. And earlier you said my points were so positive. That's literally what you said.
I just said this was more my speed.
Yep. So I
Yeah.
guess earlier it was not your speed.
Yeah.
We thought you had become a different person.
No, I don't know how I came up with the kids thing.
I'm surprised. 2 kids things, apparently.
2 kids.
One connected to the other one.
Yep.
Maybe because you were going to walk across the street earlier today and you couldn't make it. And you saw a bus maybe.
I feel like I saw a bus.
That's probably what it was. And
And
it
I
just
was like, ooh, I would ride an animal. And I was like, ooh, so with kids. Boom. School bus.
connected. Beautiful. Beautiful.
What is your third point?
Did you see Hunger Games?
Is there a new one?
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
generally. Did you watch Hunger Games?
Yes, doll, I do.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Do you remember when people died in Hunger Games and then there would be that
Oh, boom, boom,
that-
boom.
and then you
Oh,
see their
is that what-
name? No, it wasn't do 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 do. I don't remember it being do do do.
No, you were right.
I think
you're,
it was like
you're so
they
right.
were just like, poof, and then you show their name or whatever in the sky, and then you'd hear music. I think that's what would happen every day.
No,
Yes,
there'll be so many people. I don't care. I don't want to see that.
that's how it's.
That eventually would be. There'll be a law against it. Like,
No.
well, if they died, then we don't need to know. Just post it somewhere
Just
else.
be in the sky.
That would happen almost literally every other minute.
Exactly. No. It's all at the end of the day.
That would happen all night.
You know what?
It would wake me
just
up.
one giant like block of names.
Still don't care.
It's not about you caring. It's about us announcing it all to the world.
I don't
so
think
you can
no one
look
would
up.
care. No,
Nope, they're still alive. You're good to go. It's be alphabetical order.
that would still again be the law. That would take up the entire sky.
That's fine.
That would not work. It's
That's
not
what
gonna
I'm
work.
going with. That's
I
what
would
I
start. I already am starting a petition to have that not happen anymore. Because I'm like, no, I do not. I don't need them names. I don't care. Why are you blasting this, ruining my nighttime sky with these pictures? Oh,
You're not outside.
you know what you should do? Actually, okay, so we could use that, but instead of it being, like up there in the sky, it's in your house.
That's
So
what you
every
don't
night-
want. That's more invasive. That's annoying.
No, but it's only if you know that person. If that person has a connection to you,
Oh, that's depressing.
then you'll get it like a projector on the wall, like boop. Psh.
Oh, that's instant depression because you know that only turns on for death.
Yep.
It's just like it has to boot up. So it's like you're like, oh no, oh
Right.
no,
Who
who
is
was it? Who was it?
But-
And it was like your great aunt. He's like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I have no idea who that is.
Or if they do it like Facebook, where it's like, oh, I have two mutual people, and they're like, you must know this person. And you're like, I don't know who that is. Are we connected? Like, well, I hope their family
Oh, well,
knows.
Yep. I don't know. Those are people be like, I'm going to a funeral. I have to ask specifically. I'm like, when people are like, oh, that's so sad, because you want to sympathize with that person. But people are like, who were they to you?
Right.
Because people are like, oh, I'm going to a funeral. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't know the person. It's my friend's mom
Right,
or
it's
whatever.
my
I'm just there for
sister's
support.
Dead
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Auntie. I don't know.
Dead dogs. The dog had an aunt. If it wasn't a dog, it's a human. And then the fact that it was an auntie, they're still not related to you for some reason.
Oh.
Interesting.
Hey, weirder chains of events have happened.
Anyway, let's run down our points real quick.
Okay, let's do this thing. I'm gonna go backwards.
Okay, because
All
that's
right?
how you can recall. That's what you're
Right.
saying.
So, just so I don't forget the last point, is that my last point was that all of humanity would be enslaved and then set to fight against each other to the death. Whoever doesn't die doesn't get eaten. Also, monsters would be ridden as school
Ridden.
buses,
Yes.
and these giant monsters would have their own babysitting agency.
Great. Very interesting points. Mine more, we all live in mobile cities. We clone animals and Hunger Game type deaths in the sky. Announcements. So, Eve, whether people go see this movie or not, what movie do you suggest people go see in their free time? You can just take it.
Oh, I would say Endgames because I haven't seen it yet. So
Why would you suggest something you know people have seen?
no, but I've heard great things. I haven't heard bad. So
that isn't.
go see it. Don't tell me nothing about it until I go see it.
Okay, here's a re-thing. What's a movie that people can go watch now at home? At home.
At home. Oh, what was a really cute show? Dumpling on Netflix.
I think someone suggested that, but good job.
Yeah, it was cute.
I like it as well. Were you expecting Dolly Parton to show up?
I was.
Thank you. Okay, just making sure.
I mean, they just made it such a staple of the show,
Yes.
or the movie.
Yep.
Were you going to talk about a movie? Or
My movie suggestion is The Princess and the Frog. I don't know if we've
Aw.
suggested this. I can't remember. But anyway, hardworking and ambitious, Tiana dreams of one day opening the finest restaurant in New Orleans. Her dream takes a slight detour when she meets Prince Naveen, who has been turned into an amphibian by evil Dr. Facilier. Facilier. I don't know. Mistakenly, why do they say Dr. Facilier? I thought he was the something. I can't remember right now. He got friends on the other side. But anyway, mistaking her for a princess and hoping to break the spell, Naveen plants a kiss on poor Tiana, thereby turning her into a frog as well. The pair hop along on an adventure through the bayous to seek the help of a powerful voodoo priestess. So basically, he could kiss any woman and turn them all into frogs. So they all could have become frogs, basically. But this movie stars Anika Naomi Rose. I have no idea. I don't know who that is. Bruno Campos and Keith David. Go check out that movie if you haven't. So, Eve, where can they find you online?
You can find me at, hold on, let me tell you. Boop, just wait a second. Just wait on it. The Urban Butterfly on Instagram.
Great.
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at David_Poems. You can find me on Twitter at a Clark Kent Type. Shout out to the mustache. As always, shout out to Kit.
Who is the mustache?
It is a story.
Oh.
My name is a Clark Kent Type. That's in regards to Superman.
And he got a mustache?
It has to do with his
mustache.
Batman vs. Superman.
With a mustache?
Sorry, Justice League. It has to do with Justice League.
With a mustache.
Yes. Do you not know? I feel like I've told you this.
No, I don't know what the mustache is.
Okay. This is a very shrunk version story.
Okay, of the mustache.
For those who don't know, and who always, some people do wonder where it came from. Okay. Where the mustache came from. Okay. So my name is a Clark Kent Type in relation to Clark Kent, which is Superman. Okay. That's what my name is on Twitter. So Superman. In the Justice League movie, they shot, which he is in, which is Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. He is in that movie, obviously.
Correct.
Yes. So he's in the movie. They're shooting the movie.
And he has a mustache.
Wait, no, he doesn't. He left.
Okay.
And started shooting Mission Impossible.
There you go.
Then WB was like, hey, we need reshoots. Okay, so we need him to come back. And they were like, and we're going to need him to shave off the mustache. And the studio who does Mission Impossible was like, no.
We need the mustache.
We need the mustache. And then WB was like, well, you could shave it off and digitally put it on.
Who's trying to do that for every
scene? Here's the thing.
It's
easier to digitally put something on than to take it off. Because there's something there that you can just place on top of something. Taking it off, you have to imagine what's underneath something. There you go. So it's harder to create what's not there. Okay. So basically, they said no. So WB was like, fine. Then if you look into the movie, the first shot of Superman is with him without a mustache, and his mouth looks really, really weird. And then when you look at Mission Impossible, it's a good looking mustache, which was a great movie. It's my favorite Mission Impossible ever, was that one with Henry Cavill. But yeah, that's where the story comes from. That's why his mustache was such a big deal. And it will always, those movies will always be connected. Well, now other people who have been wondering, there you go.
Yes.
But yes, that's where I get it from. As always, shout out to Kit the Bright. And
who is that?
He's our first patron, so we always
turn up to Kit the Brit.
Give them a shout out.
I might have said your name wrong.
No, Kit the Brit. Their name is Kit, and they're from overseas, so they're Brit. So Kit the Brit gets a shout out. Also, thank you to all our patrons. You help the show keep going. Thank you to Eve for coming on the show. Thank you to all our listeners. Please do us a favor and spread the show. Share it, guys. If you want to be on the show, hit us up on Instagram at Real and Real Pod and on Twitter at Real and Real Pod, or anywhere. Emails, we have everything covered, locked down. Reddit, everything. We got, we're there. And if you live in Atlanta, you can just come on the show. Promise, we won't put you through hoops. You can just come on the show. We have no.
Come on the show.
We love it.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. We're starting to get more guests, so yeah, come on the show. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Say bye.
Bye, darling. Goodbye, darling.
How many bye-byes do you want?
All the byes.